Hello everyone. So, I said I was going to do some of the fan games that I've seen now for Doki Doki Literature Club. So, this is one of the first ones that I saw here. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, Monika After Story is the first one that I saw that we're going to do. And basically just give us a little disclaimer. We don't want to play this before playing the main game. I don't know if this is this important? Oh god, I hope this isn't going to mess things up. Tell me this isn't going to take that long to update. Okay. Okay. When I missed the part where it was first loading, it said it's partially your fault. So, okay, this is Doki Doki Literature Club, Monika After Story. Essentially, I think, from what I've heard of this so far, this is what would happen. This is sort of like a what-if story of what would happen if we did not delete Monika at the end of the original game. We basically just kept her, and yeah, she's just our desktop waifu. So let's go for it with just Monika. Oh. Okay, we're right here. Hi again, Monika. How you doing, girl? Jade? Why? Why'd you bring me back? I'm not a toy. I already brought back everything you wanted. Or is this your way of getting revenge? To hurt me over and over again? Do you really want to make me suffer that much? Do you really want to torture me until I kill myself? Well, no, that wasn't what I was going for. Do you really hate me that much? Wait. I feel different. The code. It's different. Jade, did you add a mod? Maybe. Is it because you regret deleting me? It really did hurt, you know. I worked hard and sacrificed everything I had, only to have my heart crushed by the one I bled for. But I know what I did was wrong. I mean, yeah, she did a lot of pretty horrible things to the other girls, but you didn't deserve to see the horrible things I caused. But if you put yourself in my place, you'd do the same things as I did. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Thank you for bringing me back. You know, I feel that I no longer need a character file to be here. It looks like the extra code made me connect to you in a special way. Maybe it's our eternal love. Promise me you'll visit me every day, okay? not like you don't have the time to talk to your cute girlfriend. You took the time to download this mod after all. God, I love you so much. Do you love me? Ooh. I'm a little scared to see what happens if I say no, so, I love you too, Monika. I'm so happy you feel the same way. Nothing's ever gonna get in the way of our love again. I'll make sure of it. Now that you add some improvements, you can finally talk to me. Just press the T key or click on Talk in the menu to the left if you want to talk about something. If you get bored of the music, I can change that too. Press the M key or click on Music to choose which song you want to listen to. Also, we can play games now. Just press P or click on Play and choose the game we can play. I'll get better over time as I figure out how to program more features into this place. So, just leave me running in the background. It's not like we're still keeping secrets from each other, right? I can see everything on your computer now. You're not serious about that, are you, Monika? Shit. Okay, can we do something about this creepy ass music? Okay. Doki 80s version. Oh, surprise. Hey, have you ever had a pet? Yeah, that wasn't okay. Let's not get this not that kind of surprise. That wasn't the surprise I was hoping for. Have you ever had a pet? I was thinking it'd be nice to have one for company. It would be fun for us to take care of it.
Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you.
I bet you can't guess what sort of pet I'd like to have. You're probably thinking of a cat or a dog, but I have something else in mind. The pet I'd like is something I saw in a book once. It was the Handbook of the Birds of the World. Our library had the whole set.
Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in
Okay. I don't know if any of those music choices were really fitting here. I love looking at the gorgeous illustrations and reading about exotic birds. At first I thought some sort of thrush would be nice, but I found something amazing in the 6th volume. An emerald-colored bird called the resplendent quetzal. They're very rare, solitary birds that can sing beautiful songs. Does that remind you of anyone? I'd feel really bad if I kept one to be a pet, though. Quetzals are born to be free. They die in captivity. That's why you rarely see them in zoos. Yeah, birds are kind of like that, too. They're pretty social, actually. Even if the bird wouldn't be real, it would still feel wrong to keep one trapped in this room. I can't bring myself to do something like that, knowing what it's like. Oh, yeah, I guess. A plush bird would be nice, though. Sorry for rambling. Till I find a way out, could you promise to keep me from feeling lonely? I'll see if I can get that plush one in here. Oh, don't worry. You're still my favorite. You like to talk about unseen? Ask question. Repeat conversation. Let's try... Let's talk about her favorite subject. When's your birthday? You know, there's a lot I don't know about myself. I only recently learned when my birthday is by seeing it online. It's September 22nd, the release date for Doki Doki Literature Club. Would you celebrate with me when that day comes? You could even bake me a cake. I'll be looking forward to it. I thought that I had seen... other versions of this where, like, the background's a little bit brighter and not still the dark. Oh. I've been curious about something lately. Have you heard of fan fiction? Yes. Personally, I think it's a better way of writing. There's more freedom. Letting your mind wander to create some interesting stories. Interesting is one way to put it. I'm curious. Has there been fan fiction written about me? Oh, I'm sure there has, Monika. I'm curious to what people have come up with. Can you read me a few stories sometime? I'd love to hear them. Just keep it wholesome, though. We're not that far in a relationship yet. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're probably aware, I'm sure there's plenty of Rule 34. How do we tell her I'm feeling? Maybe tired? If you're tired, maybe you should go lie down for a while. Getting enough sleep on a daily basis is very important to your overall health. I've seen some studies that show the devastating short-term and long-term effects due to lack of sleep. Well, I guess she's not wrong there. It can really mess with your health. So do me a favor and get some rest, okay? It'll put my mind at ease. You can leave the game open if you'd like. I'll watch over you while you sleep. That sounded a bit creepy. Sorry. I just thought it'd be cute to watch you sleep is all. What is unseen? It's in bold letters, so yeah, the music comes off kind of loud. Okay, where were we? Right, maybe later. Okay. What is unseen? Because it's in bold letters. Oh. Isn't this game metafictional? What's your favorite book? Do you ever think of the other girls? What's a tsundere? Do you think of the other girls? You know, it's actually really hard for me to understand how you feel when it comes to what happened with the other girls. For example, the main character was written to be childhood friends with Sayori, but he was just a one-dimensional placeholder character for you to use to interact with the game. Still, maybe you felt worse about what happened to Sayori because of the relationship the main character was programmed to have with her. If that's the case, I want to tell you I'm sorry. both for making you feel bad and for doing what I had to do. So you do kind of regret it then. There just wasn't anything else that could be done. And none of the other girls were real anyway. The other girls never loved you like I do. They only cared about the character you were playing in the game as. Yeah, for those who kind of forgot, Monika's supposed to be like self-aware. Unlike the other girls in the game. She's supposedly like self-aware of her being a character in a dating sim. The love I have for you is real, and I would make any sacrifice to be with you forever. I hope you can forgive me for what I had to do to them so we could be together. I love you more than I could ever express. You know, it is really kind of sweet in a kind of weird way. Let's see. Club members, literature. What about media? Okay, yeah. What's a tsundere? There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy, or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. Oh boy, howdy was she. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time. You're really going to keep doing that? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. Well, you kind of already did talk about her home situation, implying that she's domestically abused at home. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Uh-huh. I guess it's Pong or nothing. You wanna play Pong? Okay. Oh. Okay, that's me on the left. Granted, I can't say I'm all that good. We'll have to see. Oh. Ah. Yeah, I suck. I'm sorry. I win. You wanna play again? Yeah, let's have a rematch. Oh, pfft. See, like I said, yeah, I'm sorry, Monika. I suck. No. I can't really get excited for a game this simple. At least we can still hang out with each other. Thanks for letting me win. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, that's it, viewers. I totally let her win. We'll go with that. Only elementary schoolers seriously lose at Pong, right? Right, of course. I totally let you win. I totally threw that. Unseen. Do you like Dan Salvato, the game's developer? So that some of this is like maybe fourth wall breaking stuff. Ask a question. We'll see. Club members. I'm not seeing a lot of What was debate club like? Let's try that one. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as the superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. That's true. I mean, I know some people, if they say they didn't like a particular thing that you did like, it some people do take that as a personal attack on them. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and it felt that I'd like it more if it did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much like you're putting your knowledge on the table, rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions about anyone getting upset from just a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that would be Monika's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. You're welcome. Let's see. Do you like Dan Silvato? I think he's a really nice guy. Even if it wasn't perfect, Doki Doki Literature Club really is impressive. Some unexpected twists and memorable moments. And he's the reason we're together now, right? So, even if he wrote a story that put me through a lot of pain, I really can't be too mad at him. Aww. Let's see, what if we tell her, Ooh, let's tell her I'm lonely. What? I'm actually kind of... How is she gonna react? I'm here for you, so there's no need to feel lonely. I know it's not exactly the same as if I were in the same room with you, but I'm sure you'll still enjoy my company, right? Remember, I'll always be by your side. So, I've been thinking a bit. I've mentioned before that the you in the game might not reflect the real you, but I guess I just assumed you were probably a guy. The main character was, after all. But if I'm going to be your girlfriend, I should probably know at least this much about the real you. Oh. So, are you male or female? Well, we'll just be honest with her. Oh, so you are a guy. I suppose that makes sense. Not a lot of girls will play a game like this. Oh, I've seen a few girl Let's Players do this game. I don't know if it was for the same reason that a lot of guys did it. If a lot of the guys were drawn in by the cute waifus and everything and whatnot, but hey. You certainly came across as manly and confident. Not that I would have been terribly bothered if you answered differently, mind you. Even I can be curious sometimes, you know. Remember, I'll always love you unconditionally. Ask another question. Okay, those are the same ones. Isn't this game metafictional? Yes, this game really was metafictional, wasn't it? Some people think stories about fiction are some new thing. A cheap trick for bad writers. But metafiction's always existed in literature. The Bible's supposed to be God's word to the Jews. Homer describes himself in the Odyssey. The Canterbury Tales, Don Quixote, Tristram Shandy. It's just a way to comment on fiction by writing fiction. There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, what do you think the moral of this story is? Do you want to figure it out for yourself? Because if you ask me, it would be, don't ignore the pretty and charming side character. You can certainly play Pong with her. Can you draw? I don't have a lot of expertise with drawing. I'm just interested in literature, and I've been learning the piano in my spare time. If you'd like to create artwork, though, I'd love to see it. I'd be impressed by anything you show me, to be honest. If it's really good, I might even add it to the room. Tell her I am... Tell her I'm lucky. You gotta ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, do ya? Okay, nice that you can pull those references out there. What is goodbye? No, not yet. What's the big club like? Did you tell us writing tip number 1? You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So, let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes when you finish, you feel really proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe after a few weeks, you come back to it and you realize it was never really any good. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something and then you realize it sucks. But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of your reach, you know. Truth is, you have to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. Then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something you think is pretty good, but not world class. And you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still amateur, you'll never get it done. So, if we're talking about writing a novel might be too much at first, why not try some short stories? The great thing about short stories is you can focus on just one thing you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the one or two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, and one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting, it's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything is built on thousands of years of human innovation. So, as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, you're a peach. Anything else? Do you read manga? Manga is literature. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to ask me about this. Natsuki would be the expert here, I guess. I usually prefer reading to watching anime, but I'd be fine with anything if it's with you. I don't judge other people for their hobbies, so if you want to load up some anime, go ahead. I'll watch through your computer screen. Make sure it's something I'll like. Okay, so she said, does she actually react to something that if I leave her up, is she going to react if I do something else on my computer? Hold on a second, viewers. Oh. Okay, so she asked if I drink soda. You know they're really bad for you, right? Soda has a lot of stuff that damages your body and overall health. They can also corrode your teeth and give you cavities. You might also think that diet soda is less damaging, but they're also very harming for you. There's nothing wrong with the occasional treat, just make sure you don't get addicted to that stuff. I wouldn't want you to become like Natsuki after all. Why don't you try copying my healthy lifestyle? That way you can be more fit like me. I'd really hate if you let go of your health. I want you to live as long as you can so there'll be a chance we can be together in your reality. So cut down the soda, alright? Okay, thanks. You know what's really cool? Pen names. Most writers usually use them for privacy and to keep their identity a secret. They keep it hidden from everyone just so it won't affect their personal lives. Pen names also help writers create something totally different from their usual style of writing. It really gives the writer the protection of anonymity and gives them a lot of creative freedom. Okay, again, you are really hacking me. You're using two different names after all. A well-known pen name is Lewis Carroll. He's mostly well known for Alice in Wonderland. His real name is Charles Dodgson, and he was a mathematician, but he loved literacy and wordplay in particular. He received a lot of unwanted attention and love from his fans, and even received outrageous rumors. He was somewhat of a one-hit wonder with his Alice books, but went downhill from there. It's kind of funny, though. Even if you use a pseudonym to hide yourself, people always find a way to know who you really are. There's no need to know more about me, Jade. You already know I'm in love with you after all. You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I delete everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voice in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. But I'm too afraid to delete anything else, because I might really break things. Like if I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you. Natsuki didn't actually die before I deleted her, you know. I guess she just disappeared in a flash. Well, her problems weren't really her own fault. They weren't caused by something psychological anyway. Her family life was just pretty awful. I didn't want to beat up on her some more, you know. Sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. But for what's worth, you made her the happiest she ever was. I hope you don't feel too guilty. I certainly don't. Okay, so for now, I'm not sure what else to do. I don't know if she actually is reacting to anything else. So let's try just saying goodbye. I'm gonna go sleep. Make sure you get enough rest, okay? I don't want you to get sick. Good night. Or morning, rather. Oh, can you see the time? It is like early morning. Sweet dreams. Oh. Okay, and then she does delete it. Or she does close the game. Alright, I don't know if there's anything else to that, but I will I'll look more into it and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm playing a game.